Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Pop-Up Dungeon. This is Northstar. It's been some time since my last video, but I don't know. Trying to keep my channel diverse, even though this series it's got a really long buffer, but not as crazy as what I've built up for Alpha Centauri, which yeah, I've been doing a Let's Play series of Alpha Centauri. Check it out. It's cool. Awesome game. It goes on for a long time though, and I don't know for sure if it's ever going to recover to its initial views in the first few episodes. I'll keep trying. Um, Sometimes I just have to build my credentials. I know something about a game or refresh my knowledge of it, even if I don't get a ton of views, so I can do a more popular series in that game later. So there's that.
Who needs saving?
That's right. I got Manor, Berserker Ricky, Stand Ricky the Crowd, Orin Nicodemus.
I'm not used to. There's really no point to my
Excuse me.
pointy ears. They certainly don't keep the dwarves away.
Could rotate them in. I've been trying to remember exactly what changes I was going to make to stuff after this one. It's been going on so long. And now it's been a long time. Yes, I think I was going to shift some of the healing over time into speed because I'm just not finding healing over time to be that useful. Right. Maybe I should reduce the cost of it, even though it makes it less powerful in the longest run, because only really gigantic runs do I get this down to a cost where I'll have to think about. But yeah, I do think I was gonna work on that a little. Um,
I am here of my own will.
yeah, the only one is here of your own will. If the characters, supposedly the rest are like a, well, no. Jane also came willingly. Um, hmm. Maybe I should reduce the cost of greater flame blades. So a general rule is more expensive abilities, well, they obviously are more powerful. They're less cost effective in AAP. And the trade off is that you can get tomes that can eventually reduce the cost all the way to 1. And those be way more powerful than something that start off at 1. So in a real long campaign, you want to start with expensive abilities. There's no such thing as a perfect set of abilities that's perfect for every campaign. It entirely depends what you're doing. But since I'm doing this for YouTube and not just for me, in fact, not really at all for me, this is to try and survive with my long COVID. Get to where I can monetize this channel. I probably should consider
I'll follow if the cause is true.
forward moving stuff a little more.
You're all right. It's my turn now.
I say that, but well, yeah, that would let me. I also need to reduce the number of companions. Probably it makes turns a little too long. I'll have to think about that. Probably do that, but I'll have to think exactly what I want to do. How many companions I want to knock off for future campaigns? Probably just one. How many do I have right now? 4. Yeah, I think I can handle 3 reasonably well, but 4 is just too many. It's like 4 doesn't take a third longer in terms of it'll take me like twice as long. So at a certain point it kind of breaks down.
Who needs saving?
Well, the tricky thing is this game is somewhat similar to Wildermyth. When I play that, WASD, Q, and E are not buttons you want to press because they can trigger abilities, if I remember correctly. It's been a little bit since I've done that. remember not to. A samurai,
Water can flow.
Jinbu.
Mind if I smoke?
Why do they all have their back to me? Makes it harder to see what they look like. Visual cues. I remember this thing. It's like a turtle with a snake. That's Nunchuck Ninja. Okage. Legendary Sickly Fury. Terrible healing received. Heals can kill him. Jane could actually do a lot of damage to him if necessary. And yeah, can detaunt, confuse. Confuse can be quite dangerous because then my powerful characters turn on each other randomly. Stealth. So yeah, he's nasty support. And then there's another samurai. So 2 samurais. This guy, not to be underestimated. You don't want to get up to melee with him. At range, he can do this. Absorbing a lot. Yeah. He's got that. Samurais are surprisingly fast, actually. Let's get speed from, Duelist. I was sworn these were really... Hold on. Computers. Sometimes that means there's a bit of dust I can get out. This particular computer model is bad with soaking up dust. Worse than my last one. It seems all computers do this. I swear the computer companies make money off of those things you blow in, which I'm not even sure you're supposed to do, but people buy them, and that's all capitalists care about. Will you buy the thing? Can they make money off it? But the things to like blow dust out of your computers, the compressed air or whatever. I think someone told me once that's actually bad for your computer. Yeah, samurai can just outright kill, getting around my shield. Can heal itself. Very high front power. Alright. Give me a set to set this up. I won't bore you guys entirely on this. And welcome back. If you lost trains of thought later, I do remember thinking this. One of the things I have to get used to between this and Wildermyth, I have to remember, is abilities like, where is it? This attacking the cone stuff, they're blocked by terrain. Wildermyth, not here. The terrain is basically made out of paper, which it literally is. That's the idea. So, yeah. Area of effect stuff. Not blocked by terrain a lot, usually. Anyways. Well, the stuff that requires line of sight. This can be used on an open area, but if it was like a firebolt. Anyways, let's go.
Where is my hat?
Maybe I should give him a hat. I could do it. It's a visual thing.
Let's risk a little magic.
pilgrims in an unholy land.
Hmm.
A divine favor.
It's mobility.
I bring the flame.
Interesting technique.
The light will guide me. I will fear no evil.
Hmm. Still a little power. Yeah, so one thing about, I guess, strategy and tactics. What goes well, what's the most powerful isn't always what, streams the best. More aggressive tactics obviously make for short battles, more interesting for you guys. Even though more defensive stuff is sometimes better to actually do.
My path is righteous.
I gotta remember that sometimes I don't want to bore y'all.
My turn now.
Said if I do the defensive stuff quickly, it's not so bad. Oh, we can reach the Lich. Yeah, the Lich is kind of vulnerable here. Although 649% evasion. Phenomenal against piercing, magical. White spirit blunt. Mundane. Click that. I'll guard the Lich because I'll have summons.
I'm not used to all this darkness.
Yeah, so I'm getting back in the swing of this after a while. So I apologize if I'm a little slow with stuff.
I sentence you to more life.
Some of these, like the samurai, are quite nasty. Guess I could do this in advance so that if I need to do it again later, it's off cooldown.
Course through your mortal veins.
Last 3 turns. Shit. Okay, stair mobility, so I didn't want to move. The Ottoman, thankfully, is ridiculously overpowered. Ridiculously overpowered. Basically win. Things I should not be able to win for me. As a companion, he's ridiculous. Normal against physical versus this just reduces mobility. Launches you over the back. Eh. This with the front power is a little nastier than it seems. And maybe against moving, it's not even a. Normal bat defense, unfortunately. Samurai just has phenomenal against physical. Dead. Try and kill that, right? So leaves no room for retaliation that way. Worked, thankfully. Same here. Try and kill him outright. He did get to retaliate, though. Is this something about the definition of a damaging ability? Not including kill boys? Probably. Oh well. A little rusty. So just first and third gear left. Interesting.
These are not for you. A little of this, a little of that.
Hmm.
Make room. You look like good stuff. Which way?
Well, just outrage the samurai.
The righteous have nothing to fear. You will serve as an example.
Oops. Meant to vehemence Brock, didn't I? Guess I could do Ulrich instead. These are in the turn order.
Here is your affirmation.
He's got ranged abilities too.
truth is solitary.
Dead. It's probably gonna kill. Oh, Hrothgar's not dead yet. Yeah, it'll be next turn though. No easy way to remove that debuff. This was the paladin on which Ulrich was actually based. You have lay hands that could remove debuffs, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. Mm. Oh shoot, that goes after Ulrich in the turn order. Whoops, Daisy.
Warm your hands by the fire, friend.
Oh yeah, divine intervention. I mean, holy intervention stops death effects. That's right. That's why I like giving on my melee fighters. Uh,
Our cause is true. Warm your hands by the fire, friend.
should be able to get a few zeal strikes here. Or in a few.
Your faith is weak.
Ow.
Eternal dawn, I call upon your light.
It's interesting. He got all these reactions before. Is it because of haste? Before Hrothgar got to use any of these commands? Hmm. Oh. Even with ridiculous speed. Didn't matter. It's quite not speed based. Because his speed exceeds the samurai's. Boom. Dead's dead.
Walk through the valley.
The truth has its benefits.
A hammer blow against the dark.
It's a lower quality dragon than the one I may have equipped. Lower quality sword. Eh. This thing that's used to purify stuff. This must be some weird Japanese thing. Kaguru Suzu. It's got like a young woman dancing around with it. And ribbons and stuff. Some cultural Japanese thing. The jig. Alright. I mean, I don't know enormous amounts of Japanese culture, and it's not. Maybe if I wasn't like a career that I may working with a lot of Japanese people, or I was some super anime fan, since those people seem to make a point of wearing all they can about Japan.
I am just a farmer. Your death will be ended.
I hold your future in my hand.
I don't quite understand the super fascination. Ah, and this is the character who is on that abilities card. Miko, Faithful Fury. High spirit defense, low mind defense. I have some spirit damage stuff, no mind damage though. Fixed Omega Kuji. If enemy, give Koyu ability. No idea what that does. Fuda. It's massive spirit damage. And reduces magical power. Hmm. Kuji. Powerful. Calls her Fury, but she's actually a support, really. All power, ability, aim is low. Shogun. Some samurai and foot soldiers. Himself. Weapons, abilities. So yeah, summoner, support, really. 2-foot soldier, 3-foot soldiers to go along with. Let me just set up off camera. Sorry. You guys probably hear it because the noise canceling. I was coughing. So maybe not a perfect set, but I think this will work. Wish I knew what Miko's abilities
Face from the cold.
do. Wish there was a way to see a preview of the things these kind of abilities give abilities. I mean, I could go into the editor between campaigns and look at them. Suppose. Tactical flexibility is on cooldown.
I give you my heart.
Fortunately. None of this seems to do a ton of damage. Hmm.
Let's make this quick.
Foot soldiers make pretty good cannon fodder. It's like almost a coordinated team. Shogun is foot soldiers and Miko, whatever the heck she does, could be very powerful. Hmm. Damage over time, reduce magical power. I don't know what that stuff does. Probably best play it safe and hope the Ottoman can take the Shogun down.
These elven eyes have seen much suffering.
So, for those of you, not familiar with the game Alpha Centauri, because I've been doing a ton of Let's Play videos for that, even though not, I think there's like 7 up now, but there's 48 in the buffer to give you an idea how many. Or no, it's 52, 53 now. 53. I think there's 7 out, so there's 46 more that have yet to publish. I space them out every 2 to 3 days because the YouTube algorithm won't show stuff to people after like 2 or 3 days. If I post them all as they're being created, when for like a couple weeks now, or I've just been doing like 2 or 3 videos a day, or more in like 3 weeks actually. Anyways, most of them would never get seen by people, so I have to space them like that. Since no good posting a video if no one sees it. I mean, it may be different for other channels, but for me, I get no impressions in my videos after like 3 days. Even though the click-through rates can be quite good, actually. It's just the... I swear that they're trying to screw over small, newer channels. Probably somehow helps increase their profits, like reducing the amount of storage they do if they have fewer channel. If they have a few big channels, they show the same videos over and over. Less video storage, that's my guess, or less bandwidth needed. Who knows? There's almost certainly some kind of profit motive reason why they do it that way. But yeah, they're not unbiased at all with what they... He will get here and he'll just get Horm Sensei'd. Most likely I don't know how effective that'll be, but
Stay close.
should find out. Oh, yeah, he's immobilized. But he does have Q perk. Or he could absorb. That's terrible damage. Yeah, I'll just do this.
Put your faith in the light.
And ensure that the one turn shield took that damage instead of the ones he just added. So it was the right move.
What is your command?
But yeah, for those not familiar with Alpha Centauri, it's a game. If you've ever played the Civilization series, and a lot of the Civilization games, especially the earlier ones like Civ 2, 3, 4, I don't remember if this is 5 because I never played it, and I have played 6, but never the modern era. I just messed around with like really slow games, and the fact that the DLC policy is so ridiculous, I ended up not getting irritated with it and not having the money, so leave it alone, figuring maybe I'll come back to it later someday. It'll be cheaper. It's freaking insane how many DLCs there are and how they split up like individual leaders, but then there's also wonders packaged with that. You can live without a leader, but the wonders actually make an impact on the real content. So, Ember step away after. You know what? I don't know what Miko has. She could be really dangerous. Go there. See how much damage Phoenix Fire would do to her. Massive damage. Better safe than sorry. Wouldn't take her out immediately, but if she's really powerful. Of course, the Shogun, well, the Phoenix will just Ember step away so it doesn't die. Damage over time will eventually get her. And get the Shogun. It's the other master character.
I need more peasants.
That's definitely a caricature. I'll let her have her one turn to see what she does, because I'm curious, but make sure she's doomed in case keeping her around is gonna lose me the fight. Heal up. Heal the Ottoman up. Or actually, it damages it. Anti-heal, but damage or fight. Still worth it. Get out of here. But anyways, in a lot of the Civ games, there's a space race victory, which is it's a scientific victory. Basically, you need really advanced technology, like more advanced than Earth has now, and a ton of industrial capacity also. Which, I mean, a lot of tech improves your industrial capacity, and you build a spaceship, goes to Alpha Centauri, you win the game. It's done differently in different Civ games. If I remember correctly, it was like 2, 3, 4, and at least one of them, it worked that you didn't actually win until the spaceship arrived, and you could add different components to the spaceship which make it arrive faster. So you could actually, a rival could launch a slow one with weak engines, and you could launch a faster ship that would arrive first and beat them to it. And also, if you eliminated them before the spaceship reached Alpha Centauri, there's a certain number of game turns based on the engines. Yeah, in the later ones, they just made it so you won as soon as it was launched. But I believe in Civ 2 it worked like that with the ability to eliminate. And the reason I mention that well, sorry, my computer fan is going nuts here. But technically, the game Alpha Centauri is a continuation of the story of mankind when they reach Alpha Centauri. A version, though, where Earth collapses, all civilizations wipe each other out, like nuclear, biological, chemical warfare before the spaceship arrives. So it's actually not a space race victory like some people say. It's actually the opponent nation that built the spaceship got wiped out before it arrived. So it's a almost space race victory. All contact with Earth is lost, and like the last contacts indicate Earth is like thermonuclear war is broken out. And also it's international. It's the UN that builds spaceships, not a particular nation. But it's not just oh, spaceship. I mean, that might be interesting. I mean, spaceship. Oh, alien world. That might be interesting, but sorry, I'm trouble multitasking my long COVID. Oh, nice sword. Darn it. Should have gone for this one. I should have. Its polearm sensei ability was on cooldown. Shoot. Mistake made.
The righteous have nothing to fear.
I don't know about nothing to fear, buddy.
Fear and surprise are my chief weapon. You look like you'd burn well. I will know if you are fibbing.
Did I accidentally speed up there? That one fired very quickly.
Faith. Still maintaining your innocence.
That's sped up. I don't know. Put him here so we can make this guy repent. He tries to. We'll work against this, but not actually against this.
Ready, my lord.
But there's a whole story when you arrive on the world of Alpha Centauri. Okay, yeah, the Omni got self-killed because I stupidly went for the wrong foot soldier. I wonder if the character deaths mean anything.
Hole is prepared. How's your hole out? Huzzah!
Do you ever a duck?
I am
silly thing to say when you think about it out of context, but does that stat affect the run in any way, or is it just letting you know how many times you lost a character? Which is meaningless, and they come back after fights, and you have revives, and I think even summons add to that total. I mean, it doesn't really give you a great indication of anything. Hmm. This could be useful. It'll potentially clear a path, I thought. Oh. Use Doom but not Fear. I mean, Fear but not Doom. Oh, range. Oh. Forces to move 10 tiles away, so cool. And fall back. Or move this way, rather. I could turn Miko into an angry corn if I wanted. Again, I don't know what she does. I kind of want to find out, even if it forces me to restart the match. Way that would work is to destroy this with a soups on and then angry corn. Just barely in range. Or guess I could do a little damage. I don't know why it's a 26% chance anyhow. Whoops. I'll do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk. I can always check the
We are pilgrims in an
files.
unholy
Sorry, I said I'm gonna do one thing and then changed my mind. Give him enough mobility. Can he make it up close to the palm? Through the palm sensei? Let's find out. Let's find out.
I give you my heart. Put your faith in the light.
Leave a straight line for Brock to advance after.
The light will guide me. My path is righteous. I bring the flame.
Why didn't that trigger? I never understand why some things do or don't trigger. It's not on cooldown. It's got terrible bat defense. Remember? Yeah, well, bad. And abysmal defense overall.
I walk through the valley.
Time for some explosive action.
Train time. I don't know, I just like summon sometimes. It's kind of janky. Awesome, though. Yeah, but there's a whole story when you get to Planet, or Chiron is the UN name given it in the game. I won't spoil it for you guys entirely. You should maybe watch my Let's Play or one of the others, or get the game yourself. It's very cheap on good old games. Sometimes it once went on sale for less than $1. More often it's like $2 to $6. I think it was less than $1. It's just those 2 foot soldiers. I guess Ulrich can't kill him.
Eternal dawn, I call upon your light.
So, mean this thing actually heals. Sky Belly. Guess that doesn't count as visibility if you have my axe.
Come with
Patch
me
it up.
if you want to live. Eternal dawn, light the way.
Effort is the magic of man.
Let's just get this done.
The elements in your favor.
Boom.
I will fear no evil.
Ulrich and the Sky Belly can probably finish this quick. There's Inquisitor as well. Maybe this guy can't turn around. I don't know.
Warm your hands by the fire, friend.
Maybe it's when you start movement from 2 away. No, because I got out when I was on the way in before. He's gonna run away. Maybe I can get him before he does.
Stay close.
Huh. He got close. We need to go flank.
Flame.
Just need to get behind. Foot soldiers have phenomenal front defense. Terrible every other direction.
The light will guide me.
That worked this time. Alright, well, Q-bird it, at least. See, no power to steal, but revive Ottoman. I'll do it if nothing else does, the Ottoman. Use Guardian Flame on terrain just to be Phoenix Fire. Oh, that doesn't work. %chance can do this and still attack. Boom. There we go. I guess that's just gonna be used to keep clearing a path though.
The righteous have nothing to fear.
And this thing is damage reflects, so if the foot soldier attacks him,
Get your lies out now while you still can. Repent, heathen!
enjoy having no AP.
This ability only works on enemies. Where the spirit pulls, the body flows. The truth is solitary.
Boom. Yeah, that did good enough damage. I didn't need to wait for the penance.
Only be one. A boon to our cause.
But yeah, Alpha Centauri is a great game. Arguably one of the best games ever made, possibly the best. Tuesday, there was a reviewer for, I think it was PC Gamer, who gave it 98% rating. The second highest, or highest that magazine has ever given a game. Some of the newer reviewers are like, oh, that was too high, but the reviewer who gave that stands by it to this day. This is interesting. Fixed Master Tree of Life if killed. Eh. If you had more speed and mobility, as close to max, it would say. Giving the Yari wouldn't be bad, actually. Yeah, it would disable this. Game is right though. No, this is really an upgrade. Artisanal blade. Armor pen. Physical power crit chance. It's a primary. Huh. Interesting. But no.
A moment of silence for the fallen. Oh wait, is that loot?
I could use a new staff to lean upon.
Hmm. Could upgrade James, but I think I'd actually his belly, but I think I'd actually rather.
I'll keep it safe.
I humbly accept this gift. This will aid our
There is a rich lore to this item.
Huh.
So this is the fat loot everyone's
One thing at a time.
instrument for justice.
Let's say no. Battle Jutsu. And the name is ridiculous.
Been looking for this.
Could give this a squishiest character, but usually won't keep him from going. Instead, I'll give it to frontline fighter who's not sometimes dies and sometimes doesn't. Ulrich. It's a little tougher to kill than Hrothgar.
Knowledge is power. That's not bad either.
Well, you give it to the person who has very low armor pen, huh?
Allow me.
Hmm.
I humbly accept this gift.
More firepower. I could use a new staff to lean upon.
Yeah, I guess the Phoenix is much more effective than the Trina still. Upgrade the rank of this. Yeah. I won't ruin Alpha Centauri for you guys or talk too much about it right now. I'll just say check it out. It's a great game and I like it. Otherwise I wouldn't have done 53 videos of it and more to come. Yeah, it's a 4X game and I play it pretty slowly, but also on one of the slower game settings that slower than the defaults, because actually it goes at a lightning pace, the default setting. I'd say one of the few weaknesses, there aren't more ways to adjust the game speed, but that was for the time that there was one at all was innovative. It wasn't until like Civ 4 where you got like 5 game speeds, quick, standard, epic, marathon. I think there was one quicker than quick, like Duel or something. Maybe that was even later. And there were Civ 4 mods that added an even slower game speed than Marathon. Kim and Cosmos in particular. That's a good mod for that game. But see, I'm on 54 videos. I'm on turn like 120, I think, ish. So, but the turns go faster at the beginning and they slow down as I've got more stuff going on. I don't know. I'm not recommending myself on my I with my long clip. I don't think the fastest, but to talk about stuff, I hopefully keep you entertained. It's a really great game, so there aren't enough videos out there of it. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this here. Wish you all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find guidance starting to lead you home. Adieu.